Hello everyone, welcome back to Stitches with Charly Feathers. This is video number, FlossTube number 33. Thank you to all my returning subscribers, and hello to anyone that's new here. I have seen in the comments there are some new subscribers, so you are very welcome here, and thank you for coming along to watch me. My name is Charly and I live in Cornwall in the UK, and I've got loads of goodies to show you today. So I've got I think I've got a couple of new starts, a couple of whips, some Stitchy kindness, some haul. I've got a lovely box to show you from Historical Sampler Company for their monthly subscription boxes. I have the giveaway winner from the last FlossTube video, and I also wanted to share with you a bit about the beginning of my cross-stitching journey and about my favourite design. So yeah, we've got lots to get through today, so let's just get started with the whips. So first off, we'll talk about the Tour de France challenge, because yeah, I've been joining in with the Tour de France stitching challenge since just looking at my calendar, the 5th of July it started. God, my Q-snap's gone all loosey-goosey. And I am stitching the cycling challenges on my Mel Stitches Verdant Canopy kit by Heritage Crafts. It's this gorgeous kit that I think has been a whip for a couple of years now, and I am absolutely determined to get this finished. I am actually going to take it out of the Q-snap actually, so you can really see how far I've come, because I obviously stitched on this back in May for not the Spanish Vuelta, the Italian Giro. I'm just going to get my board. So yeah, I stitched on this for the Italian Giro back in May, and then I've been carrying on with it for the Tour de France this month, and if it's still not finished then I'll carry on for the Spanish Vuelta in August, so next month. But yeah, here we are now. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm so pleased with how this is looking. So yeah, I picked up this side for the Italian Giro. I think I've got that right. I get confused by all the cycling challenges because I'm doing 3 this year. But yeah, so I did all of this side, and then I've picked up here for the Tour de France and upwards, and a bit of this bit here as well. So yeah, it's getting really close, isn't it? I mean, I have got a lot of backstitch to do in these trees and on the tree trunks as well, and I have got these flowers down here to backstitch. Oh, just love this project. And this is one of my needle minders. I have just listed this one for pre-order if anyone is interested. It's a gorgeous wild rose on like a yellow ochre background. But yeah, I'm so happy with how it's looking. I think it's looking absolutely gorgeous, and I think I calculated the other day we've got 1,400 stitches left. The challenge finishes it finishes on the 27th of July. So yeah, still got quite a few stitches, so it might get really close. I mean, if it is really, really close, then I will just push through and get it finished, and then I'll do something else for the Vuelta next month. But yeah, this is my printout. This is Laura I Stitch Birds. It's her handwriting. She sent this to me with how many stitches we've got to do every day. And I didn't actually do yesterday's because it was a pathetic 11 stitches. So today I've got 183 to do plus the 11 from yesterday. So, and we've got a rest day the day after tomorrow, so that's exciting. I'm really enjoying this challenge a lot. It's nice to see a whip that's long-standing really get progressed. Okay, the next one is a new start, and this is new haul as well, actually. So my youngest daughter, she really loves owls. And I was on Vinted, and you know what that's like, it's deadly. I feel like I'm looking in the wrong direction. The camera's over this way this time. I fiddled around with the tripod and I got to remember that the camera's this side instead of that side. So yeah, deadly Vinted, and I came across this gorgeous kit. It's by Eva Rosenstand, and it says Clara Weave on it, so I don't know if she's the artist, but this was a full kit, and it's 084498 if anyone wants to look for it. I haven't been able to find this anywhere online for sale. I think I was really lucky, and it's got no date on it, so I have no idea how old this kit is either. And included in here you did get some linen, but I decided not to use that because it was really stiff, and the person who had the kit had made the most pathetic start and I just didn't really want to stitch on that. And it also came with all of the DMC flosses and a black and white chart. And I was looking through my stash and thinking, like, what would I like to stitch this on? Because I wanted to do it on like a hand dyed. I've just got to take this needle minder off because I wanted to show you that later with a different project. And I was looking through my stash and I found this gorgeous piece of 40 count Newcastle linen, which was very kindly gifted to me by Yaz. Here we are. So Yaz gifted this to me when she came back from the Polish retreat. She gave me quite a few 40 counts and I think a 36 count as well. So it's a lady who doesn't sell online. She just sells at the Polish retreat, I think. I would say that is pretty accurate, like the colour. I really love it so much. And don't you think that owl is just really popping on it? It's really pretty. And I'm using my really lovely Yasmin's Made with Love. This is like a little project kit, but it's got a little like it's got this little mesh pocket to put your scissors in, and it's got a little thread bed down here, and then on the back it's got a little zip as well. You can put your your needle minder or something in there. And I am using the flosses from the kit, and I've put it on this really lovely floss holder, which was gifted to me in Stitchy kindness, I think last video or the video before that. So yeah, it's nice to be using lovely things with it, and I just can't wait to see that little face grow. And I'll probably frame it and put it up next to my daughter's bed when it's all finished. I have been looking up for more of those kits by, is it Eva Rosenstand? There doesn't seem to be that many around, and if there is, they're really expensive. Okay, the next one I'm stitching on is the Stitching Cabin SAL, and I have worked on this an awful lot since I last saw you, because I was behind with it. So I am now working on this month, so this is part 7, which is July. We've only got one more part to do after this. I just took it out of the merge, and yeah, so I worked all along these trees and this full coverage fox band. I changed the colour of the foxes to match the ones up here that I had used. I am using colour 3826 for my foxes. And the other change that I've made is I'm using DMC Diamante in I think it's D3852 instead of the crying egg. And I've also changed the owl beaks to be yellow. I'm using 3821. So yeah, there we go. Isn't that owl beautiful? Oh, I love it so much. And the little leaves on the branches underneath, it's super cute. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's looking. And I am a bit worried about how much fabric I've got left, because there's an owl band for this part, and then underneath that there is a band with teapots, teacups, is it? Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, there's another band underneath the owls, and then there'll be another one for part 8. And I'm sure that I would have double checked my fabric, so I'm just really hoping I'm going to have enough there, because I've probably left about a 2-inch border all the way around. I'm sure I would have checked it, but I am looking at it thinking, I hope there's going to be enough room. I do think part 8 is a skinnier band, so hopefully it'll be all right. Okay. The next one I've got to show you is a new start. I started this yesterday, and this was really lovely stitchy kindness from someone who watches my FlossTube channel. They very kindly sent me this chart from America with all the DMC that I needed for it, which was so generous. And this is the chart. It's Little House Needleworks, Midnight in the Garden. It's pretty, isn't it? And I'm stitching this on a 32 count Zweigart in Duck Azure. I love this fabric. I think it's really pretty. And yeah, I started this last night. This is where I've got up to. Isn't that little blackbird just the cutest thing? There's going to be a little fence that goes across here in front of the house. He's just sitting on the arch. And yeah, when I was kitting this up, I thought, what Charly Feathers needle minders have I got available? Because I have a magnetic board next to my Stitchy desk, and the only one I had on there was the strawberry one, and I thought, oh, that'll be all right, I'll just use that. It's the closest, like the only thing I've got available at the moment. And then I thought, oh, I've got those lovely strawberry tags that the same person who sent me that floss holder that I just showed you, the wooden one, in the same package, they also sent me these lovely strawberry tags, which I punched and made into floss drops. So yeah, I ended up with a strawberry needle minder and some strawberry floss drops. And coincidentally, I started using my strawberry bag. So that was also a gift from that same person. And then I was looking at the chart last night or yesterday when I started, and I thought, oh, look at that. I'm struggling a bit with the light. I hope it's okay. I think it's because it's a bit of a dark day here. But there's little strawberries here on this chart. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. They're so tiny. I thought, oh, that's a happy coincidence. So then, of course, I had to dig out my lovely Dinky Dyes strawberry scissors, which were also a lovely gift. Can't remember who bought me those now. Oh, lovely Lorna. She sent me those. And this was also a gift in the same package as the bag and the floss tags and the wooden floss holder. So yeah, a really lovely strawberry scissor fob. So I'm all strawberried out on this project, and you know how much I love strawberries if you've been here for a while, and I'm really, really enjoying stitching this. I mean, the chart does use 5 classic Colourworks and the rest are DMC, but to be honest, I'm really happy with the DMC conversion. And yeah, I wanted to use all the lovely DMCs that were kindly gifted to me along with the chart. And the lady who gifted that to me is stitching it along with me, so that's really lovely. We've been emailing each other. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I also decided this last couple of weeks since I last saw you to dig out some older whips, which has brought me a lot of joy actually. Just get myself all set up. Where's my little clips gone? Oh, here they are. Yeah, it's brought me so much joy to like stitch on some older projects that I haven't worked on for absolutely ages, and I've just been sat there languishing. And it's not that I don't love them, it's just that I start picking up new things like a magpie. So I picked up firstly my beautiful RTO kit called Wish Tree. And of course I love this. It's got an owl, it's got a fox, it's got a fairy house, and it's got all these gorgeous feathers. And as you know, I'm Charly Feathers. So yeah, I picked it back up and I'm stitching this. I'm stitching this on the printed fabric. It's blowing out a bit there. So yeah, isn't it gorgeous? So I picked it back up and I worked all of this bit of her dress. This is a paper chart. I have emailed RTO to try and get a PDF so I can put it into Saga or Pattern Keeper, but haven't had a reply yet. I might try again if I haven't heard from them next week. And I had this blank needle minder on my desk, so I thought I would doodle a matching coordinating needle minder, which I'm really happy with. And these are also up for pre-order in my coffee shop if anyone is interested. And this lovely needle minder was a commission with lovely Laura from Cotton and Clay. And I'm using all of the, is it DMC? Yeah, it's DMC with this one. And I'm using all of the cards. They're really good, the cards from RTO. I'm more than happy to use the cards in these kits because they're really sturdy and strong. But yeah, you've got 4 cards, 4 cards of floss. So beautiful colours. And I think I worked on that for like a long night at the weekend when I stayed up till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning working on that. And I think I worked on it in the daytime the next day as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing her dress, and then I will start back stitching that bit more, and then I'll work down her feet, and I think I'll do this section here before I move back that way towards the tree. And actually it's quite nice to have a change to stitch on Ada. I am actually quite enjoying that. It's such pretty printed fabric that I had to use it. The reason I don't really like to stitch on Ada very much, especially for projects with lots of back stitches, I don't like having to pierce in between the holes, which you often have to do. Hurts my hands, but so far so good on this one. Okay, and the last whip I've got to show you is another fairly old one. I think I bought this as a treat for myself when I finished the Tour de France last year, so it's about a year old. And this is the lovely Luca S kit called Spring Night. It's beautiful. I love this one so much, with all the blossom blowing around in the wind, and then look at that beautiful boat and the cabin. Stunning. This is a really quite simple kit. There's like no back stitch on it, and it's all full cross, so they're putting it as a skill level of 2 out of 5. I would put it as a skill level of 1, to be honest, because I think anyone could pick this up and stitch it. And I did actually take I did actually take off all the flosses. These are Luca S threads, I think. I think that's why it's Luca S kit. Just check. Yeah, Luca S stranded cotton, which is absolutely beautiful. It's just like working with DMC. I really enjoy it. I bought this kit from Hobby Jobby. And I didn't find the Luca S floss cards very good, so I have transferred all of the floss onto these floss organisers. And then I've also got the blues, because there's a lot more of those, on these gorgeous floss drops, were a gift a year or so ago from my lovely friend Nell. Yeah, they're gorgeous. I think it's her daughter, I think, is an artist, and she designed these floss drops. They're lovely. You can write your thread colour on the back. She gave me quite a few of these, but I've just got 4 on here for the blues. And yeah, oh, this is looking so beautiful. I've got most of the cabin done now, apart from the roof. And I've been working down in this corner. I want to get to the corner and work across and fill in here before I move up. I think the plan is I'm going to get to this corner and then work my way across to the other corner and then up to meet halfway, 50%, and then I'll work on the top. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love it so much. And it really was lovely to pull out some of these older whips. And yeah, I've got a new kit in my haul section, which feels like a bit of a companion actually. So I'm looking forward to showing you that in a minute. So yeah, that's everything I've been working on since I last saw you. It hasn't been a full 2 weeks actually, because I'm remembering that I didn't record till Sunday last time, and I think it took me a day or two to upload it. So I think it's been about 12 days since I last saw you. Okay, let's talk about a historical sampler company. So last video, I was running a giveaway for their pumpkin patch stitch along. Part 2 of this is coming out on Tuesday, so I wanted to get this drawn and sent to the winner as soon as I could next week, so that they could join in, you know, and catch up if they wanted to. Some people wait till the whole SAL is released, don't they, and then they do it all in one go, which is how I sometimes like to do SALs. I know it's a stitch along, but so in here we had the even weave. Oh, it's got a bit better in the envelope there. I'll try and iron that. The flosses with a needle. There's the needle. And the beautiful ghost needle minder to coordinate. And yeah, I drew the keyword was pumpkin. I think we had about 40 entries. So I used the YouTube random comment picker this morning, and the winner is, I think you say Steno Stitches 648. Steno, Steno Stitches 648. I'll put it across the screen as well. So congratulations to you. You've won that kit. So if you can either send me a private message on Instagram, my Instagram handle is in the description below, but I'm at Charly Feathers, or you can email me on my Outlook email address, which is also in the description bar below. And if you can get in contact with me and send me your postal address, and also send me your email address if you contact me on Instagram, because I'll need to be able to forward the SAL parts to you as they're emailed every fortnight. I'm sure part 2 comes out tomorrow. I hope I haven't got that wrong and it's a monthly release, because the Historical Sampler Company normally do fortnightly releases. So if I've got that wrong, then I apologise. But as I said, I can email you part 1, which I already have. And then as the subsequent part 2 and part 3 come out, then I will be able to forward them on to you. So yeah, congratulations. And next up, I've got another beautiful box to show you from Historical Sampler Company in their signature boxes. And this is a really gorgeous design. It's their second collaboration with Yasmin's Made with Love. So this gorgeous bee design. So this is the July 2025. So you can sign up for this up until the 25th of July. That's the cut-off point. And if you use the code FIRST15, you will get 10% off your first box if you're a new subscriber. But yeah, busy as a bee, my needle and me. Isn't it beautiful? I am going to stitch this one. I'm actually thinking of copying Sally from Flossie Sews and Grows. She talked on her last FlossTube about taking out the writing and moving these flowers around down to surround the bee, and I really like that idea. So I think I may be copying you, Sally. There's a bigger version of it, bigger photo. So in here you get quick flash, you get a colour chart, you get a black and white chart, you get all your instructions and about how to complete the project. You get a lovely clipper, everyday black tea, a really pretty little East of India pouch that says pretty little things. It's so soft, this. It's like woven. It's really gorgeous. And that it feels like linen, actually. I don't know if it is, but this cream band has got all these lovely little flecks of colour in. It's really nice. And inside, does it say if it's made of linen? No, it doesn't say. It just says spot clean only. But it feels like it. Inside, it's just black. So beautiful. Your little treat this month is vegan friendly, which I'm so happy about. And you get some sour watermelon candy kittens. I absolutely love these. I think they're absolutely yummy. I've had candy kittens a few times. You get your East of India bag, and you can choose from whether you want 32 count linen, or you can get the equivalent in Ada, 16 count Ada, yeah. And the gorgeous flosses. I'm trying to see if I've got a needle. They normally send you a needle as well, but it's normally a John James one. Maybe it's tucked in all amongst that floss. And lastly, you get a really gorgeous frame to finish it off in, to FFO it in. So it's really lovely and it's really good value. So if you get the linen kit, it's £22 a month. If you get the Ada one, it's £20. That's including UK postage. Obviously, if you're overseas, that might go up quite a bit because of taxes and shipping. Oh, I just dropped the candy kittens. But yeah, really gorgeous subscription box. And once you're subscribed, you can cancel at any time, or you can skip a box if you want to, if you're not, keen on that box. But yeah, I'm looking forward to stitching this. I don't know when I will begin it because I've got so many whips, and I seem to be very obsessed with full coverage at the moment. So yeah. Okay, next we've got some gorgeous Stitchy kindness that arrived the other day from my lovely friend Cross Stitch Sarah. She sent me a beautiful card from Whistlefish. I love Whistlefish cards. And this arrived, this gorgeous notebook with strawberries on it. And it's all lined. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this as like a stitching book. I'm not sure what for yet. And Sarah also really kindly, God, I'm struggling with my words, really kindly sent me this little organza bag. and she'd sent me a couple of little strawberry buttons and also a really gorgeous, I don't know if it will show this, a really gorgeous wild rose one. So that was really kind of Sarah. And if you're not watching her FlossTube already, then go over and have a watch. The video that she had before her most recent one, she had her lovely daughter-in-law Bethany with her, and it was so lovely to see Bethany and see the whips that she's working on, because we, you know, in our friendship circle, we've heard a lot about Bethany, so it's nice to, you know, put, you know, the face and the energy of a person to the name. Let's hope Bethany has a FlossTube at some point. That would be really good. Now that Sarah has got her on video, it might encourage her to do her own. And this is my haul. I think I told you about this last time. This is from lovely Adele at TaylorMade Stitching, who I buy all my scissor fobs from because she is the scissor fob queen, along with Laura at Cotton and Clay. And I bought this to go with my glimpse of Midsummer Project by Courtney Creations, because that's very orange. Yeah, go and check out Adele's shop, TaylorMade Stitching. She's on Coffee, and she had a summer release 2.0 where she uploaded more things, and I think she's going to have more new releases soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but soon. And then I'll just show you the rest of my haul. So my gorgeous oven order came from my bobbin. This was like the best day ever. It really was. It was like all my Christmases have come at once. So if you've been here the last few videos, you know that I'm stitching the Oven Autumn Breeze kit, and I bought all the rest in the series. So I've got Spring Breeze. Oh, look at that. I just love how all the dandelions are like blowing in the wind. And look at the little heart in the sky. Oh, it's stunning. I bought Winter's Tale, which again, she's with her doggy, but he's scratching a tree. Oh, look at all the purples and blues. Oh, beautiful. And I did look yesterday actually, and they still had all of these in stock, I think including the Autumn Breeze. So go over and have a look if you want any of these from my bobbin. Just bear in mind that if you order from my bobbin, it could take anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks, I would say, to arrive with you. And this is probably my second favourite. It might even be my favourite, even more than Autumn Breeze. This one's called Summer Fun. She sat there on that little jetty. Is that a jetty? And she is kicking the water, and it's all spraying everywhere. And that tree, oh, so beautiful. She's got her little companion with her always, her little doggy. That dog needs a name. So yeah, I was so excited. I ordered them across 2 separate orders because I ordered the winter one because that was the only one they had available after the Autumn Breeze. They released Autumn Breeze and Winter together. So I put in an order for this, and then literally 2 days later, these ones that I've been hankering after were available in the shop. So I bought them both, but they shipped them out on the same day, even though they were like ordered a couple of days apart. So that was great. They all came on the same day. Okay, I also received another kit that same day, and this is Shell's fault. Shell from Cheesecake and Cross Stitch, again another fantastic UK floss tuber. Go and check her out. But me and Shell like a lot of the same things. We really like whimsical pink purple stitching with animals. Like, yeah, me and Shell like a lot of the same things. Anyway, she sent this to me and was like, sorry but not sorry kind of thing. And I had to just go and buy it because it's gorgeous. It's called Luna's Garden. It's by Letty Stitch. Again, lots of pink and purple. A cabin in the woods. It's very ethereal. And this time we've got a cat in this one with the fairy. Oh, I hope that's showing up okay. Should I try and take it out of the plastic? I feel like the plastic is glaring. There we go, that's better. Oh, isn't it beautiful? And I'm working on a coordinator needle minder to go with these. For me, Shell and lovely Sarah at Stitchy Bug, who also likes a lot of the same things. She bought this kit as well, which was also Shell's fault. But we all enable one another, don't we? And this comes with all Luca S threads, and this is what I talk about. I don't like these cards. I don't like fabric. I don't like floss that's on bobbins or that is not pre-cut. So I will be taking all of these off and putting them on floss drops or a floss organizer, because I just can't work with that. I need them all pre-cut. But I did get included in this the chart, obviously, and some Ada. And you also got the QR code to get the PDF. So I've got that all into Saga now. And I bought a big piece of even weave, just bog standard 32 count Murano in white. So I got 50 by 140 centimetres. That is a big piece. I think that was about £19.50 for that huge piece of even weave, because I'm going to start this one next week, I think, with Shell and Sarah. I think we're going to start it on Wednesday. And then I'm going to replace the even weave, replace the Ada of these kits as well, like I did with Autumn Breeze for white even weave. So I needed a really big piece. So yeah, I bought that big piece from Flora Shell, if I didn't say that already. Oh, lovely haul. I am waiting on a few other bits of haul, actually. I've ordered the really beautiful Broderie and Colour box from Tom and Lily Creations, which is coming from France. They have shipped it. I was hoping it would be here this morning so I could show it to you, but it's not arrived yet. So that's going to be coming, and that's a collaboration with Yasmin's Made with Love. It's a gorgeous flamingo. I showed it in my last video. What else am I waiting for? Oh, a piece of fabric that I shared with Jen from Wolf Down the Rabbit Hole from Megan at Copycraft Fabric. She released this really gorgeous strawberries and cream, or was it rhubarb and cream? Rhubarb and custard, something like that. It was this gorgeous mottled pinky cream. Oh, it was gorgeous. So I didn't want a huge piece, and Jen was willing to share it with me. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. Megan has shipped it because I got a notification. And so I'll be able to show you that on my next video. And I am waiting for a notions pouch from Oh So Alison to come with gorgeous whimsical ladies. I can't wait for it to come. So I will have some haul to show you next time. And then I had a question on my last video, or one of my videos recently, about how I began cross stitching. So I thought I might address that on this video. So the reason I got into cross stitch is because I was a knitter, and this is one of my hand knits, see? I like this lace top. This is all knitted with cotton. And I was a knitter, so I was on Instagram, and I had my Charly feathers still, but it was all about knitting. And at that time I did a lot of natural dyeing, and I was really into free motion embroidery. And then I must have had some friends who were knitters that were also into cross stitch, because the beautifulness that is Barbara Anna, the original Dreaming Girl, popped up on my Instagram feed. My youngest daughter was 3 months old, and I was just like, what is that? And how do I get it? And how do I make that? So I went over, bought the pattern from Creative Poppy, and I got all of the flosses, DMC flosses. I got the Call for fabric, which was a 32 count azure. Was it? No, it was supposed to be azure blue, but I couldn't find that anywhere, so I ended up getting this blue. But yeah, this is the original Dreaming Girl. So I stitched quite a lot of this, and I was really punching with this project, you know, that I'd never stitched on even weave before. I'd never even did cross stitch before. And I knew I was punching. But I was the same with knitting. When I started knitting, I didn't just start with knit stitch. I was doing lace, you know, on my first knitting project. So that isn't unusual for me to like chuck myself in the deep end, but this did feel like the deep end. And so much so that I actually was frogging with embroidery scissors and I caught the fabric and I was absolutely gutted and I couldn't fix it because I didn't have the skills. So what I did was I went back and I bought the called for fabric, which is azure blue, which is the same as what I showed you earlier for the Midnight Garden that I started yesterday. And I started all over again. And I did manage to finish this one, and I finished it quite quickly. And I learnt my lesson not to frog with embroidery scissors and to only frog with my needle. So, you know, I finished this and I framed it myself and I have it hung up here above my Stitchy desk and I'm super proud of it. Like, I love it so much. I think she's so beautiful and I love the Dreaming Girls series by Barbara Anna. Barbara Anna is one of my favourite cross-stitch designers. I don't stitch as much as hers anymore. I think just because I've really got into full coverage, but I just think they're so whimsical and her colour choices are just something else. Like Barbara Anna is a complete colour wizard. Like, she's amazing. Like, if you've never stitched a Barbara Anna, then I recommend that you do because you'll just fall in love with it. And all the shading in this face, quite often with Barbara Anna, you think, oh, I don't know if these colours are going to work. They're a bit jarring, like especially the shading on the face. And then you finish it and you look at it and you think, wow, like that is really beautiful. And you've just got to trust the process because she's an incredible designer. I don't think I've ever changed Barbara Anna's colours or her designs. Like, I love everything that she designs on the whole. Even if I wouldn't necessarily stitch it, like she released last week like a Halloween girl. She had these plants, sort of like Venus flytrap plants, and she's holding them in her hand and they're trying to bite her, and she's got this amazing big skirt like Barbara Anna does. I don't know if you can see the 4 seasons there that I still need to get framed, but Barbara Anna is known for these girls with these big skirts that are all filled in really intricately, like full coverage. And so the pattern she released was this Halloween girl with all these autumnal motifs on her dress. I'll put a picture in if I remember. And then these plants that she's holding that are trying to eat her. And I just thought, wow, it's a really beautiful pattern, but I wouldn't personally stitch it. Like, I don't really stitch Christmas and I don't really stitch Halloween. Like, they're probably like the 2 things that I don't really stitch. So yeah, I just think it's beautiful. And I look at this and I think, God, like I've got stitches that are going the wrong way. It's a bit messy. Like, I've not framed it very well, but do you know what? It's just something to be proud of, isn't it? Like your first ever stitch that you finished, especially when I had such difficulty, getting going with it. And then it was last year, so I've been stitching, well, it'll be 5 years next February. So I've been stitching just over 4 years, like 4.5 years, just under. So last year I'd been stitching, 3.5 years. I had the skills to pick this back up, take some threads out of the edge and weave it over this area, which I had attempted, 3.5 years ago, but I just didn't have the knowledge or the skills. And I just carried on and I finished it and I managed to stitch over the area that I needed to get it done. And, there is a visible mend there. But again, it's like this is my first ever cross stitch. Like, and I think this one might even be even messier than the one that I framed. But I'm proud of it. And I have got this gorgeous fabric, which I want to use. and I want to stitch it into a project bag. So yeah, that is a plan for when I have a bit more time. And I was watching Laura from I Stitch Birds, and she was showing all her Barbara Anna patterns, because she has literally just finished that project herself. I think she's found it quite a difficult whip for her, but her version's really beautiful. So she was showing all her Barbara Anna charts, and I thought, oh, I'd quite like to do that, because it'll inspire me to, want to stitch on them again. So I have been working on Miss Teapot. That's the last Barbara Anna and Nika collaboration tube that I have left. And then I will be, once I finish Miss Teapot, I would like to work on some of these. So I've got some printed ones. This one is Sailing Dreams. So you can pick these up on the second-hand market on eBay, the printed ones, or Jeff P. Smith on eBay. They normally have them in their shop. Or I think you can order them directly from Creative Poppy. But yeah, this is Sailing Dreams. This one is Woodland Dreams. Beautiful. That one's stitched on that Azure Blue again. I love this one. This one's called Dreaming Fortune Teller. That's stitched on a beige glitter Murano. I think that might be the fabric that I stitched the Dreaming of Klimt on by Barbara Anna. I gifted that to my friend for her 40th birthday. And then I've got a couple of PDF patterns, but I've just printed out the cover page. So this is one of the first ever things that I bought in Stash, actually, and I do really love this. This is I Give You My Heart. And Amanda Alba Stitcher stitched this fairly recently, and she did it on a gorgeous sage green petite point Zweigart. It was absolutely gorgeous, so I might have to steal that idea. I love red hair. So yeah, I Give You My Heart. I've also got Dreaming of Van Gogh, sorry. I've got Little Red Fish. I love this one. It's quite a blocky one, that one. That might stitch up quite quickly, she says. There's a lot of stitches there. I have Mushroom Dreams. I adore this one. I think she's absolutely stunning. And a very nice companion for She Mad Hatter, which is another of my favourite things I've ever stitched. I think I've had it in the background here before, but it kind of gives me that vibe. That's the Alice in Wonderland, the She Mad Hatter. I think this is the one I want to do next. This is Peaceful Night Dreams. And this is a good companion for Dear Dreams, which I've also stitched. So I keep getting confused which camera to look in. Sorry if I'm looking in all directions. And I have Wildflowers, which is this gorgeous black cat with all their gardening tools. It's beautiful. And I have worked out a way to get those PDF patterns from Creative Poppy onto my pattern keeper today, which I'm really pleased about, because I'm starting to upload them on there, so I remember I've got them. And then the last one that I have is from the Keepsake Cross Stitch Calendar 2024. You can again, I think you might be able to buy this from Create Nostalgia still. If not, you might be able to pick this up on the second-hand market. But in here, Barbara Anna had a really... This is actually quite Halloween, but I really love this one. Probably you can tell why, because of all the purples and the moon. I love stitching moons. This one is called Silhouettes and Shadows. I believe that this has only been released through the Keepsake calendar, so yeah. Gorgeous. Again, another massive full coverage. I think Yaz was planning to stitch this on a purple fabric, so maybe she could omit some of that, but I actually really like the full coverage, so I will probably do that. I don't know when, but I love it so much. And then the last one that I've bought is a Nika Let me see if I can just find it on my tablet. Oh, that was good timing. I just paused to look for the Barbara Anna pattern, and the postman just knocked on the door and dropped off 2 bits of wool, so I can show them to you. So yeah, this is the Barbara Anna pattern that I was talking about before. Isn't it cool? But I wouldn't stitch it, but I can really admire it. I think it's gorgeous. But I'm looking for, yeah, so I have also bought the Nitka Moscow collaboration called Butterflies in My Head, which is this one. You can buy this through Barbara Anna's Coffee page, along with the other Nitka collaborations that she has released independently now. So I've got this one in my stash as well because I absolutely love that butterfly. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but I don't like the skin tone of this lady. So I'm going to use some of the other Barbara Annas to change the skin tone to a warmer tones and just warm it all up a little bit. And I don't like the green fabric. So this is probably the first ever Barbara Anna that I am actually going to change quite a bit. She has got another cool toned one, but I do really like that one. I'll just see if I can find it quickly. This one. I really love this one though, with just the blues. I think it's really pretty, but it's very cool toned. She's awesome, isn't she, with her boobies? So yeah. Right, before I go then, should we have a look at my new haul? So my lovely bag from Alison arrived. Oh, look at them whimsical ladies. Aren't they gorgeous? And on the back, there is lovely shell fabric. I like the pulls that she puts on her bags. And inside was some gorgeous pink shell fabric, which is really pretty. And she always sends you a lovely handwritten card. So thank you so much to Alison. And yeah, my Broderie and Colour box arrived. So let's unbox this together, shall we? Should I flip the camera around and we can do it that way? Should we do that? Okay, so really gorgeous tissue paper. Well, it's really prettily packaged, isn't it? Oh, look at those colours. Oh, wow. I love pucker tea. What's this one? Amour, love. Oh, rose, chamomile, lavender. I'm going to go and pop the kettle on in a minute and I'm going to have that. That sounds lovely. Oh, wow. Look at these gorgeous colours. These are hand-dyed by Melanie at Tom and Lily. I have been in her thread club before. Her threads are absolutely stunning. That green looks lovely, doesn't it? Oh, I love them. Add a splash of sunshine to your stitching with Flamingo Rose, a cheerful design by Yasmin, full of summer colour. Oh, I've got the needle. Oh, I don't know what that is. We'll open that in a minute. Oh, look at this hand-dyed fabric by Melanie. Oh, sorry, I'm holding the tripod. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that is lovely. Oh, yeah, beautiful. It's a 32 count. And then what else do we get in here? Oh, obviously don't want to flash the chart, so I need to be careful here. Oh, it's a nice chart, isn't it? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, and there's some instructions on the back. But yeah, there's the design. Absolutely beautiful. I think you can still get this box. I think you can still subscribe, and I will make sure my referral link is down below. I think I forgot in the last video, and that will save you a little bit of money. And I get a little bit as well, I think. So if you want to subscribe, then maybe just go over and have a look. But I'm pretty sure that's still available. Oh, should we see what we got in this little package? Oh, that's cute. It's a little charm, look. Oh, there's a bit of tissue paper stuck. Oh, that's really sweet. Oh, I'm really pleased. Right, I'll turn you round. Righto, that's everything today. Well done to the winner of the pumpkin patch sale with Historical Sampler Company. Please send me a message or an email and I'll get that out to you this week. Everyone else, thank you so much for coming to join me again, and hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks once again. I'm really enjoying this recording schedule. Everything isn't building up too much. Oh, there's someone walking in the path behind the house. Yeah, everything's not building up too much and it feels achievable. So let's hope we can carry on every 2 weeks. Until the next time, take care of yourselves. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button. Thank you so much. And yeah, you can also leave a comment if you wish to. I do try and read and respond to all of them, even if it takes me a little bit of time. Anyway, take care. Bye.